Good morning, Art Beauty Equilibrium family, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. We're gonna get right into it. G, what we talking about? The IRS?
Just opening up with the IRS, man. So inflation is real, and the IRS is recognizing that, and they have increased standard deductions, and they've also boosted up the tax brackets. So it's gonna mean more money in your pocket.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man,
so it might not be a lot, but every bit helps, man. When you're talking about
every little bit helps.
When you're talking about
what's that say? Standard deduction increase, tax brackets to be boosted about 7%.
Yeah. So
higher limits for flexible spending accounts. Gift exclusion increase.
That's how you know it's real out here with this inflation.
we can gift. We can gift money and gift things now, and it don't be taxed. Is that what they're saying?
Increase.
Oh,
so it's an increase
to the certain, like a certain up to
so
a certain
the dollar amount is going up. Yeah. So the levels that you get to previously the income, and this is for next year, by the way, just not for this year. The levels that you were going to the next tax bracket, they went up some, and also the standardized deductions have gone up some. So it just means a little bit more money in our pocket, and we need it.
Yes, because
gas, the groceries, everything.
Man,
the prices.
I'm glad that gas is going down a tad bit, but it's still like over $5. It was almost 2 weeks ago. It was $7.
But that's how they work, you like they want us paying $5.
So my thing is, do you think that you'll really feel the
I don't think so.
You'll really feel it like you're getting something back.
I don't think so.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because if the dollar keep inflating,
you got to keep in mind, they say inflation is like at 7% or something crazy like that. So that means you're losing 7% of your money annually.
Yeah, and
just by having it.
Most people is what, 3% they're getting every year?
What up, D1? What up, La?
What's up, y'all? Good morning.
Yeah, and so it's like your money is losing value. So this is just to help offset that. So it's not really like you go, all right, I came up and now I have more money. It's just to help us with the,
I do
with the
notice
high
that
prices.
they don't want to say those words. They don't want to really say recession, and they don't want to say
from it. Right. But they steady releasing programs.
Right. So I'm just wondering I just read yesterday that Los Angeles has like a in the 13th district, which is West LA, one of the highest expensive rental districts in LA. They basically got a $3 million grant for rental assistance.
Rental assistance. So that's crazy, right?
It's like if they're doing that in one of the high, LA, New York,
and
rent out here, mortgages out here, housing out here is just ridiculous, as far as like the cost. So that's like a big, red flag on the play, but nobody's saying, the words, but,
The words is powerful.
Right.
Once they let that out, we running with
that.
$3 million.
And it's too high. And then they also sending out the stimulus debit cards.
That's supposed to start this week, I
believe.
Yeah,
they're going out this week.
Oh,
How much is that going to be?
They're about to come up in here, boy. Right. It's anywhere from like 3. Is it
Yoga's rent is too high? What?
I think it's anywhere from.
Oh, I said yo rent.
And how much is it? G? How much is it again?
I think it's like $1,050.
It's up
the
to
most, like
$1,050
is the most.
Something like that.
$1,050. I mean, anything's something is better than nothing.
Maybe it'll help. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Milk is expensive. Gas is expensive.
Let's move on to these daycare workers. Have you ever seen this this video right here of these daycare workers scaring these children?
Yeah, that's
with these masks on.
That's something you do to your own kid. You don't do that to nobody else's kid.
So they have all been accused of felony child abuse in the sheriff's statement. They all got arrested. So where's the other video of them all? Let me see. It is here it is. This is all of them.
It's 5 of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
I will say this though. Thank God for the cameras, because if it wasn't for the cameras, if it weren't for the cameras that were basically showing what was going on, who would have known? I mean, you know, they make nanny cameras for a reason. They put the cameras up at these facilities, but you wouldn't expect that was going on with your child when you dropped them off, you know?
Hey, man.
So now it's like the parents who didn't even know from the beginning, how was their night? How was the evening? You don't know what's going on, you know?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want y'all to bring the picture back up, but would y'all drop your kids off? I just had to say it.
Hey.
I'm scared looking at them, you know? I'm sorry. No disrespect, but they didn't even need the mask.
He said they didn't need no mask.
Whoa.
That's hilarious.
I don't want to say nothing about that. So they do look a little different, though.
No, you? Look,
he said they didn't need no mask.
Look, would you have dropped Dallas off to them?
No.
Come on, really?
Hey.
Look at, I didn't say, look, he started. I didn't say bring it back up. Oh, my, cool.
Hey, you cold.
I'm cold. You brought the picture back up.
He said they don't need no mask.
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm glad he did that, because you know they feel that way about us when they see certain pictures.
Hey, that's
yeah,
crazy,
right.
man.
Y'all don't fit the part all the time.
Them mug shots was real.
Nah, but it seems like at a certain point, you know, when you scare somebody and then you realize, all right, this is going too far.
Right.
You see these kids crying, running away from you, and they did this for a cool little minute too.
I'm sure they didn't wake up and think that they will be jailed for
No,
felony
they didn't
child
think
abuse charges. You
Hey,
know
this
what I mean?
this might change like pranks and all of that though, because
Man.
Well, you know, let me sidebar. Speaking of getting scared, you know, this weekend I went to this haunted house.
Y'all be.
We gotta go, y'all. We got me and G been talking about this for years. I finally tested it out. We gotta go.
Follow you home.
I just know it's fake. I don't think.
Hey, man.
It ain't that fake, bruh.
Look,
You ain't gonna be scared.
look, we gotta go.
The biggest lie the devil ever told is he didn't exist. You think it's fake.
I'm not scared.
We gotta go. Shima, you down?
You paying to go somewhere to be entertained. That's
Yeah,
you're not gonna really
it's just
be scared.
entertainment, Shima. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, let's move on.
Oh.
That's all that was. That's all that
Nice
was.
try.
Got
All right.
excited.
Adidas has officially terminated his partnership with Kanye West, artist formerly known as Kanye West. I'm sorry, Ye, after his latest anti-Semitic rants and statements being made. So Adidas, if you remember, made billions.
That's a big deal.
Billions of dollars with Kanye West.
So sure enough, you know, I know we all talk.
So that's a
tired of
strong
talking about Kanye. Me and Lynden just went back and forth about it before the podcast. We're getting tired of talking about Kanye.
This is a big deal.
Listen,
But this
I
is
will say
Adidas.
this. You're now starting to see corporations like Adidas
Yeah.
even it's not even in their best interest to do that. And they're like, you know what? Enough is enough.
And didn't you say Def Jam, Shima?
Yes, I said Def Jam also. Yeah.
Def Jam is pulling away from Kanye. Dang. These anti-Semitic, words that he's saying. Look, y'all, the boy need help. He need to, get on his meds. He's missing his meds.
Is Jay bigger? Is he bigger? Is he their biggest? Was he the biggest sponsor they had?
No, I think soccer was, but probably soccer than basketball than Ye. But he's up there to one person.
Yeah,
that's major.
Yeah, one person to make that much.
Yeah,
that much of a
kind of like if Nike got rid of LeBron or somebody, Jordan.
And I know that
pretty much on that level. Yeah.
I think I don't know if I sent it to the group, but I know one of the things, sidebar, Kobe, was trying to get away from Nike, and do his own thing and stuff. And I know that he and Ye have had conversations, but
he was gonna start Mamba, I think.
I think so. Yeah. Don't quote us.
Yeah, don't quote.
Yeah,
I seen it in the track.
But
Kanye out here fumbling the bag.
Yeah, it's like Def Jam, pills, Adidas. These are just major things that just are so. When your words cut so deep, and then they start messing up everybody's money because they didn't have to. They're gonna take an L for doing that as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
My bad. I'm sorry, Shima.
Yo,
somebody
chat,
said in a minute, Kanye gonna need a stimulus check.
They said they taking $50 million hit.
Yeah, and Dad Boss said Kanye is their biggest.
That's what I said. They're gonna take.
I don't know how true that is. But good looking out, Dad Bob.
Oh, and that was in Mississippi, by the way.
What that daycare?
Yeah. To Michael, he asked where was it at. That was in Mississippi.
Oh wow,
that's crazy though. But
don't worry, Mike. It wasn't where nowhere close to us.
And it's just tough because you think about it from a business standpoint. That wasn't an easy decision to come.
Exactly.
That's tough.
That's something.
There's controversy sells too.
That's something they really thought about. And then at some point, when you cross the line, it's different from having a problem with this person that's unpopular or that person. But when you're saying a whole race and group of people are that's just
he made them comments again.
That's just
But that's why everybody growing up, every adult, just like we say to the kids in here, and just like we say to people every day, some things you can't not come back from.
Facts.
Some things you can't come back from.
What the Bible say about that tongue?
It's a
two-edged sword.
Yeah.
Man, two-edged sword.
Double-edged sword. Boy, crazy.
Yeah, man. So moving on. Jay-Z is selling his stake in Duce, and he's calling for basically he wants Bacardi to open up the books because he feels that they're underbidding him. They made money with Jay. We all know Duce has become a very, very, very popular drink since they began this partnership in 2012, and now he's ready to sell his stake, and they're saying it's not worth as much money as he's saying it's worth. So in response, he said, "Now open up these books. Let's see how much you sell it." I like that.
I do too.
I think yes. I think transparency.
I like
is
that.
key,
That's good
especially
business.
when you're making these multi-million-dollar deals like this. Transparency is the thread of like the deal.
Man.
It's like on everybody's table should be some kind of sense of security when you can look at a number and know that, okay, look, I'm doing it for this. If you could just gonna think that you're gonna pull something out of thin air for Jay-Z, come on now.
Yeah, man. These cats is.
And I think too we can learn from things like this because these are things that moves like this you might not even have known that this was possible or this was something you can do.
Thank you.
A lot of times people are so used to, this is how it is. This is how it goes. So you look at it and you're wondering like, man, this don't feel right. And now it's a step you could take. You could say, hey, look, we need to open this up. And he's doing it legally. He's not just telling them, hey, I want to see this. I forget what it's called, but it's like some type of forensic accounting that they're going to say he's getting a court order to like open up these books and let's look at it and let's really see what the numbers are so we can really get a true, honest value on what I'm owed. You know what I mean?
Reminds me of that movie, what was it, The Accountant? That, what's the dude? One of J-Lo's boyfriends.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah. Remember that? And he was a forensic accounting and he went and checked all the numbers and that it goes to the penny.
Very detailed. Huh?
When I say to the penny, so they
Diggs, what's up?
Yeah, this is gonna be some. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Some stuff
moving on, man. We have fentanyl pills have been caught at LAX, man.
Packaged in candy.
Have y'all told your kids and your kids don't eat no candy?
Look,
nobody.
So this is how they were caught coming in through LAX. And it's just another warning. I mean, this is nothing new as far as, especially around this time of year when kids are getting candy from strangers that they never met.
Yes, absolutely.
Always check your candy. Always.
And we thought we had to not take candy.
Because even when we were young, it was razor blades and all type of stuff in the candy. And now, you got diseases on top of that. We still coming out of this pandemic. So you got to always check candy. But now, that they smuggle
really check candy.
Fentanyl inside of candy, it's just like, man, you almost can't even go trick or treating at all. You know what I mean? It's really turning into really make sure you check.
Fentanyl is dangerous. Like
a little bit.
How's that going to affect trick or treating for most people this weekend?
You know what?
That's
also,
what's
I heard
different.
of them putting it in Skittles. multicolored candies. Just
yeah, man, that's not cool.
It's in candy. It's
horrible.
In the edibles. It's in social drugs now. It's in drinks. Right. It's in everything. Yeah. What's so funny, man?
Nah, I like the way you broke that down.
Social drugs.
Social drugs. Social drugs. Hey, elaborate now.
I don't want nobody thinking I'm on hard drugs.
What are social drugs?
Alcohol is a social drug.
I know.
Is it alcohol yet?
Alcohol has been a social drug.
I mean, but no, have they found fentanyl laced in alcohol?
No, that's not a social drug. No. That's
weak though. Just make sure you check. Check. If you are gonna do trick or treating, make sure it's safe. I know they have a lot of places like the malls that are opening up for trick or treating. They also have
even there still check.
I'm saying just check. Period. But I'm saying especially when you get
because you at the mall. But
I'm not suggesting that the mall is safe. Yeah. I'm just
stay away from certain candy.
I'm just saying that when you get candy,
powdered candy and shit
from complete strangers,
don't get no fun dip.
Be safe.
What?
Cause it's all powdered. It's harder.
Look, I understand. I'm not a candy eater like
solid
that.
Solid candy only. No. Like, don't do no fun dips.
We gotta move on. All right. Antonio Brown, man, has been trolling Tom Brady. I don't know.
My boy gone.
Well, look, he's been posting these to us.
Another cat who needs to be on his meds.
Look at this, bro.
Oh. Yeah, man. Come on now.
What?
He's been posting pictures. So
why?
So for those listening, Antonio Brown, Tom Brady's former teammate, has been posting pictures mocking his divorce and just really just clowning and poking at him. And it's like, why, Antonio?
Dang, I don't even know
why. AB?
He has to have lost his mind.
Why, AB?
What?
Yeah.
Put that shit on, and it's like, come on, man. We gotta do better than this.
Man.
This moves us to the question of the day, though, which is, should platforms be held responsible for the people or companies they give a platform to? In other words, their remarks, their statements, be it good or bad, should they be held? Because that's a conversation coming into play now with like Drink Champs and the Noriega interview with Kanye, where he said a lot of those antisemitic statements.
I gotta say no, and I'll tell you why. Go ahead, though.
I'm on the fence. I agree with Lynden, because sometimes you don't know what somebody's gonna say.
Right.
They didn't know Kanye was gonna say what he said on Drink Champs. And sure enough, Noriega did say that he didn't check him at that exact moment, but he checked him later on. In the interview. So you just don't know. But some things you do need to have freedom of speech with. So it's like a give and take, like y'all said, double-edged sword, So
what you're saying, it sounds like, had they known, then don't have them on?
See, that's hard.
Because now you're talking about.
So are you saying censorship? You're saying censor the content first, or something? Because just like this is a live podcast, right? If we have a guest and they say some things, whatever, first of all, we'll be flagged from our platform that we're on. Right. But then on top of that, do we get canceled because of the statements, or
that's not right?
And that's the question.
That's fair.
That's not fair.
And it seemed like freedom of speech is always like on the verge of being robbed from us. Like, we can't go that far now to where we shutting down the platform because somebody got on there and said something.
Yeah.
The platform should know who you having on, though. Like, if you know you having Ye on, you should.
But I feel like this too. We hear the word. We always say freedom of speech, even on here. But when people are basically inciting violence, you know what I mean? When they're saying very hurtful things, no one wants to be involved in that. No one wants to be involved in that. And then how do you?
I'll be honest with you, I think you just don't have them on. You got to know who is liable to do something foolish and who's not. And at this point, Kanye has proven that he's kind of all over. I mean, Antonio Brown, for example, I wouldn't have AB on here. I mean, well, I would.
I was about to say, what?
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. If we was,
AB would have to come over here, bro.
Right now.
And we'll just have to.
What if we were established, though?
But we just have to say, disclaimer, we're not responsible for what he say.
Or that.
And that's the thing. It's
something got to be done.
Right, you would have to do that.
That's the only thing we can say is we're not responsible for, because it is freedom of speech.
That part.
And I think what you're seeing is like that's coming in. The reason that's such a great question is because that's what we're seeing in real time. Because people, the same way we're talking about this, these corporations are trying to figure this out. These podcasts are trying to figure this out. Like, it's a thin line between journalism and having a guest on and talking about a subject and pushing back when they go against popular opinion, and then giving them a platform to just spill hate speech. You know what I'm saying?
But I will say,
they blurring that line.
Just like Donald Trump, they said they took him off of everything, and then you heard of him buying his own platform. Yeah. Now you heard of Ye buying I think it was Parler.
Right.
So I feel like even if you push the bar, people are going to say, okay, I'm going to create a lane anyway. You know what I mean? Because there's basically like people who want to hear hate speech. There's people who want to hear somebody being a hater. It's somebody who want to hear somebody being hurtful. So I don't know, you know? Good Even point. If you shut it down, people are going to be like,
what about those certain people that do interviews, like, you know, they trying to pull information out of you, like the Wendy Williams of the world, and you know,
sometimes the platform is what makes you messy. I feel what you're saying. So that's a great point.
Yeah, that's a great point. What about them?
Great point.
You know, them people probably
that's
should
why that's why it's a blurred. I think as long as you're not, like you said, just getting on there with the intentions of just spewing hate, you always gonna have a chance to have an interview.
But can you create a law or something for something so like blurred like that?
I think no. I think the difficulty is just when it goes from a conversation and interview to just like, hey, hate speech.
And society is gonna let you know, as you
all the time,
you know.
Yeah.
And look, boom, he done lost everything.
Right, exactly. They're gonna no, we're not standing for this. No, you know.
Boom. All right, moving right along. We need a quick sports update. I don't have on my Rams hat. I don't have on my Lakers hat today.
We all weak right now, man.
They 0-3, man.
The Lakers,
it's looking bad out there, man.
The Bulls is balling.
I seen.
Now you want to talk about the Bulls? Oh my God!
Niners, I'm done.
We need to get it together.
You better not say that. You better not say that.
I mean, I'm done. Like, I'm tired. He got to go.
No. We talked about this.
Listen,
all right, we did.
Don't get triggered.
I'm not.
No, but LeBron, I literally seen LeBron.
Did he pull up from half court?
So look, he was guarding somebody around the 3-point line. They broke him off, went to the rack, totally went around him. He collapsed behind him late. The person in the paint stepped up to pick up the man, dipped it off to his man under the basket. He scored. LeBron threw his hands up like, what y'all doing? And then didn't get back down on defense. The whole next play, just stayed on that end of the court.
Y'all need some young.
Oh, that's not cool.
Hoopers.
I said,
that can shoot.
LeBron from the logo. I mean,
Airball.
It's gonna be tough though. But this is what happens, man. You can't win them all.
You can't.
Rams had a good weekend, because they didn't play.
We didn't play.
Talking about the Rams had a good weekend.
We will see you though this weekend.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good one.
Play on Sunday.
Oh man, I'm gonna miss that game too.
Hey, you're not going.
Hey, somebody gonna have their hat on next podcast. So it's gonna be me and you.
Man, I ain't happy. I don't even care if we beat y'all, man. We always beat y'all.
Probably won't.
Hey, what's going on with the Cowboys? The Cowboys still down too?
Cowboys.
That whole division is kind of balling.
Yeah,
all of them. Giants, Philly, and Cowboys, and the rest.
It's hard to say.
Crazy officiating.
Ooh, it's like you don't even want to say it, but you got to give them their flowers.
They balling though.
Hey, the Giants out of nowhere.
The Giants is balling.
Balling out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Whatever. Next up.
Moving on. We got criminal charges have been filed in Smith County against 3 law enforcement. Now, in this one, they had a video where, you know how they have the body cams?
Mm-hmm.
They basically had the body cams on, forgot
you
that
talking
they
about
were
where they
on.
was robbing
and they were
people?
robbing people. They was like flocking the house, the police.
With the camera on?
With the camera on. Forgot it was on. And
the
they like
popos is flocking now, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, and it was really like, hey, did you check that drawer? Check that drawer. Oh, okay, some money over here. Yeah, like just
bro.
They didn't know the camera was on. And they are robbing a house. The police.
They got caught though. That's good.
Got back to the station. You know, you probably plugged that little USB thing in there.
Why the police flocking?
Come on.
Come on. You're not safe from even the police. Oh man,
That's what they get.
It ain't safe out here, y'all. It's not.
Coming out.
It ain't safe.
Look, and she like, don't come back here.
Look, we are in the like wild, wild west.
Look, if y'all look at the video, she's like, don't come back here.
Yeah.
Just tuck his stuff.
Dumb.
Don't come back here. Like, what? Who you gonna call when you can't call the police, man?
David, what are you talking about?
This is the same one. Each is charged with theft of property by public servant, official oppression, and abuse of official capacity.
And one of them couldn't even bail out, man, on $30,000 bond.
So you still? That's why you still in those?
Maybe they're not getting paid enough.
Wait a minute. They couldn't come up with 3 G's?
One of them is still in there, man.
Oh, come on.
That's why they robbing. That's
Come
it.
on,
see? That's a
I've been
decision.
eating long enough, man. Stop being greedy. Look, y'all had a J-O-B. Oh, my God. Yeah, hey.
I just feel like, yo.
Hey, that's tempting though, man. If you a cop and you go up in somebody's house and they got liquid cash, like more than you ever seen.
Okay, you're not gonna be an officer.
That's tempting. That's tempting.
Hey, we already passed it.
That's
We already
tempting.
passed it.
Hey, so you know when Lieutenant Huggins show up on the scene.
And Wilson. Hey, I'm going to do this to you.
Hey.
I'm going to do this to you. I'm
Yeah. Be over there like in that movie Takers. When he was over there trying to shoot himself and everything, stage and stuff. Get this money.
He's gonna hit his camera with a hammer.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, throw this right at my head. Look.
Hey, y'all crazy, man. Nah, but they really
sorry, Huggins. What? Bink. Oh.
Get the money.
And I hope in situations like this, let's not try to act like this is an isolated incident. Go back and look at everything they worked on, every house they've been in.
Right.
And if somebody says something was missing, it's missing.
Mm-hmm.
So go back and look at it because they on camera still.
They on
You know what I mean?
They got you on tape.
Still in boxes. That's so embarrassing, though.
This is my thing, right?
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
This is my thing.
Man.
Listen.
Come on now.
You got a camera on your chest. Dumb. Why?
Dumb.
Why?
Because of what he said, dumb. Like, come on.
That determines if you can live with yourself or not. Sometimes I think people, depending on how you get caught, determine how you deal with it. I think so. Like, if you got caught, like, damn, they just got me. Okay, I can live with that. But if I get caught because I recorded myself, like, go ahead and you might as well kill yourself.
But listen.
Oh, that's
one person. If it was a one-person mistake, yeah. We're talking about 2 people.
No, it was 3.
Oh, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Even more. That's
all
even
3
worse.
body cams on?
That's even worse.
It was meant to happen.
Come on now.
They probably did steal from all them other people.
Yeah. If there's 3 people, so now one person was like, we got a body cam on. It's live. Come on now.
No, they was all working in unison. If you see the tape, they all working in unison. They running plays. They're like, hey, get that drawer. Hey, check under that bed.
Well, at least they're team players.
Nobody like,
hey,
nobody said this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. They was like, run it.
This is horrible.
Run it.
Hey, man, that is our time, y'all.
That's our time.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. We still have good police.
The cop called himself. That's funny. Facts.
Hey. Y'all have a good week. See y'all next week.
Great work.